Good morning. Day 3 of cycling from Stavanger to Stavanger. I have slept pretty well actually last night. An extra little mattress on top of my mattress here. We'll jump up for a pillow. Down jackets stuffed inside. So I've actually slept really well. My body is very sore and I can feel everything aching right now. Hopefully as soon as I get warmed up a bit, it'll be fine. I need to catch up on a few more kilometers. First day I did 85, 86. Today I did 101. I am hoping it's going to be a bit more flat so that I can squeeze in a few more kilometers, because then I will be able to do it in 4 days. Just enjoying a little cup of tea and hoping for the sun to come out. Bye, Mom.
Da ser vi deg litt lenger nedover I Telemark. Toppen I Kvitseid eller nedover der.
Yeah, they were. All right, snakkes.
You're going to push your bike all the way there, or? I mean, water, power bank,
Okay.
telephone.
Yep.
Right, see you in a few hours then.
Ow. Bit of off-road. Day 3. It's nice and sunny today. My bum is hurting quite a lot. It's not comfortable to be seated, that's for sure. Wow, that is beautiful. I'm going down the most beautiful hairpin. I just cycled down the most beautiful hairpin road. It was absolutely stunning. And now I've cycled about 20 kilometers. I'm at the bottom of the mountain. Usually I'd be quite relieved knowing that the worst parts are over. However, I've learned that cycling in Norway means that once I get to the bottom of the mountain, it basically means I have to go up another one. So I'm not too happy yet. I will wait until I don't see any more mountains, and then I'll know that I don't have much more climbing to do. The views are absolutely stunning today, so I don't really mind being in a bit of pain. Just like I suspected, I now see another hairpin coming. Another hairpin hill, except this one is not going down. It's going very much up. Stopped in the middle because I wasn't prepared for this, to have some energy gummies, because I think it's going to be quite tough. The views are beautiful. So if it's anything like the one I went down, it's going to be pretty horrible. You have no idea how bloody steep this is. And according to my phone, the worst part hasn't even arrived yet. Heart is going to kill me. I'm really struggling. Oh, fuck. Shut up. Oh, fuck. Shit. I wish you could see how steep this is. I think there's only one more hairpin. Let's hope it's less steep, please. Eventually made it to the top of the hairpin climb and I was so happy. However, I did spot more elevation coming ahead, so I decided to have a little break at this stave church, or Seljord, that I passed. So I turned around and went back. There was a little cafe. I needed to fill up on my sugar levels, but out of reflex I went for the Coke Zero, so that didn't make any sense. And then of course I stopped off to have a look at the church. So basically a stave church is a medieval wooden Christian church which is built up by posts and a timber framing. Apparently this one is one of the smaller ones that we have in Norway, and I always like to stop off and look at them because I find them absolutely beautiful. So I continued climbing, but luckily the elevation here wasn't too bad, so it was fine. And then I actually made it to the top and started going back down again. I then had to to find a little petrol station to refill my water before continuing on quite a busy road, which I wasn't too keen on. However, it didn't take long until it merged off into a calmer road. At this point, I'd been cycling for another 40 kilometers and I made it to Seljord, where I was supposed to meet up with my mum and stepdad, but we'd had a bit of a misunderstanding and we were on separate sides of the lake, which is 15 kilometers long. The lake is known for having a monster inside, like the Loch Ness monster, and I remember it was so exciting driving past when I was a kid. The inner child in me wanted to stop and see if I could spot the monster known as Selma. However, I have to disappoint you all, I didn't see anything.
Ja, bare pause. Takk.
I'd left my bike by the side of the road and a fellow cyclist thought I was in trouble, so he came over to check on me, which was very nice. It's been a lot of elevation today as well, but it's going quite well. I'm feeling good. My bum is sore, but not as bad as when I first sat down this morning. So, all good. We are 90 kilometers down. Try and do another 30, and that means tomorrow I only have 100, and tomorrow I'll probably be quite tired of cycling, so trying to minimize the pain for tomorrow.
Here she comes. Allah.
As I'd already had quite a good break, we ended up just having a quick little photo shoot with Florence the dog before continuing. I spotted a cyclist ahead of me, which I decided to try and catch up with, and it turned out to be the same guy that stopped off earlier to make sure that I was fine. So I asked if it was okay for me to join him for a bit. And it's in these situations where you really understand the importance of the draft, because it felt like the easiest 10 kilometers I've ever done.
Jeg henger på med deg litt, hvis det greit. Takk.
After a while, we separated ways and I was back on my own again. I only have 15 kilometers left of the day, but I had to have a little break because my feet are aching. My shoes are a bit too tight and it's really warm outside as well. My feet swell up a bit. They just become very painful. So I'm just having a little break to release the tension of my feet, and then I will finish the last 15 kilometers. It's been a really good day. It's been really nice and I felt pretty good the whole way, even though there's been quite a lot of elevation and kilometers today as well, but it's all good. I am so tired right now. I really have nothing left in me. We were supposed to camp at one place, but there was nowhere to put the tent and everything. So we had to find a new place, which then was another 17 kilometers away with a big climb as well. And I'm just so exhausted now. As you can see, I was having a bit of a mental breakdown. I don't actually think I was that physically tired, but it was more the fact that I had mentally prepared that I was almost done and I was pushing to get the last few kilometers in, and then suddenly realizing that I was not done at all, which I think is what caused this little outburst. Anyway, we continued through some farms and fields with horses, which always cheer me up a bit, but even the smallest thing was annoying me, such as now when I accidentally passed the exit and had to do an extra 5 meters. And even that was enough to make me very annoyed. But I safely arrived to the campsite and I got a big hug from my mum, and I had a little rant with the dog next to me. Just made it to the campsite for the night. I had a bit of trouble because the first campsite we planned wasn't really on my route, and I realised after I'd passed it. Then I had to add another 17 kilometers to arrive to the next place where we could stay for the night. So I'm absolutely exhausted. And then Roa came around with a beer, which, I mean, never hurts, does it? After a long day, we've arrived at a nice place to camp, haven't we, Florence? My mum had already prepared a few drinks and also the dinner, which was coming out shortly. However, I wanted to have a quick little swim before getting changed into some warmer clothes. I ate some pasta and then I ended up throwing the ball for Florence for quite some time. That and swimming are literally her favourite activities in this whole wild world, but we do have to moderate her a bit because she can literally keep on going until she collapses. It started getting a bit dark, so I set up the tent with some help from Roa. It's a very easy tent to set up, so it only takes a couple of minutes. And blew up my mattress and put in my sleeping bag ready for the night. Day 3, finally over. 134 kilometres. I'm exhausted. Ended up having to cycle a bit extra to find a camping site, but I think in the end it was worth it. I then went down to the lake and brushed my teeth and just got ready to curl up into bed and prepare for a new day and hopefully the last day on the bike tomorrow. Good night.